Again, Coach it's been a whirlwind of how many, it's not even a full year yet, like how many months since you've taken over?
It's been about 8 months, and it's been a wild ride, no doubt. But these guys make it easy. We had a great group of guys returning, so that part of it made it a lot easier. The transition with guys like Lawson and Hunter here, they made the ride easier, and we got a lot of other kids, a lot of returners coming in. Back to the program that just have done an unbelievable job, and a coaching staff that has bought into what we're doing and changes the culture a little bit, and some ideas, philosophies, all those type of things. So it's been good.
What sort of culture do you want to implement? What is your philosophy, and how do these two fit into that?
Well, we want guys that are serious about academics first. We want guys that are graduating and doing the right thing. We want guys that are committed. We talk about consistency all the time. Be the same person every day. Whether that's in the weight room, in the classroom, all those type of things. I mean, these guys epitomize what we're looking for.
All right, we'll let you introduce each young man and what we really need to know about him.
Hunter came to us from Wichita Falls. He's a junior linebacker. Is one of the great leaders of our program. He'll be a junior this coming season, and just does a great job. I talk about the academic side of things. These guys are great athletes, but they're even better students. Guys you can count on day in and day out to do the right thing. Lawson Ao, a senior wide receiver from Sunnyvale, Texas, right down the road here. Again, just a young man that does everything right academically on the field, both all-conference type players, and we're looking for bigger things from these guys next year.
Well, I know, Lawson, you were one of 2 LSC players last year to top 1,000 yards receiving. And I know the passing attack is obviously something that you relied on heavily last season, may change moving forward. But I'm curious to know from you what your favorite play in that passing attack is, because something was working.
I can't give the playbook out, but
how do you do though? One of just 2 in this conference to top 1,000 receiving yards.
just our teammates, man. They keep me going, and they believe in me, and I just try to do my job. I don't set my mind, I'm going to go for 1,000 yards. I just want to make the play and catch the ball that play, and it just happened to turn out that way.
I know, Hunter, on the defensive side, you made 120 tackles, which ranked 3rd in the Lone Star Conference, plus recorded 4 picks, which were 3rd most in the league as well. So for you, how would you best explain how you make those stops and how you're able to kind of, the defensive vision, I guess, that you have on the field?
I would probably say just trust my teammates.
Now be careful, it gets real hot.
Okay. Yeah, just trusting my teammates and my coaches, and that they'll put me in the right spot and make the play when it comes.
What is the defensive? I keep saying mantra. I feel like every defensive unit kind of has something that they're telling one another. What is that this year?
Just play fast and play physical and run to the ball. Yeah.
How have you seen things change under Coach Gersh for the better?
He's just made it going 6-6 is 6-6 is just unacceptable, and just everyone just wants to win, and yeah, just.
I can imagine that promotes its own challenges. Obviously, a new head coach. So, as the leaders of this team, how were you able to kind of rally guys around Coach Gersh, and move forward?
I think we weeded out some of the people who weren't really bought in the past. And so now we're kind of, we've all came together, and we're real bought into Coach Gersh. We like what he's talking about, and everything he says, we're just really ready to put it on the field and see the outcome.
How would you best describe him? What do we need to know about Coach Gersh?
I'd probably say intense. He's very intense.
So this is the most laid back we're ever going to see him.
Oh yeah.
No, he's laid back a lot of the time, but he can get angry pretty quick, but. For right reasons, though.
He's a fiery guy, and he just wants us to.
He loves to win.
He just wants us to go out there and compete. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and I know you mentioned we were talking about the facilities earlier. Brag on Angelo State here for a bit. I know you said you were very privileged.
Well, I am. Angelo State has done a great job from administration on down. Dr. May, Coach Reed, our athletic director, who's out in the crowd here today. They do a great job of supporting us and giving us what we need to be successful. And you take a look at all the facilities across the board, and it's, for all the sports, and, they're really nice. And so we're blessed in that aspect of it. And, you know, we know football-wise that's something that at Angelo State that we got to keep improving on, and we're excited about this year doing that. You know, we got a lot of players returning, and that's something we played young. Both these guys are going to be 4-year starters when they're all said and done. So we've been playing with a lot of these young guys for quite a few years, and you know, it's exciting at Angelo State right now with what we got coming in, and you know, we're ready to just get this thing going.
I don't know, you've been around a lot of greats. These two are too modest, so I'm going to let you brag on the fact, you know, Hunter's vision defensively and Lawson, how he's able to rack up over 1,000 yards.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he racked up over 1,000 yards with a guy named Kiki Chisholm lined up on the other side who was close to 1,000 and had 70-some catches. So, you know, that's the thing. You know, we got great leadership. These guys don't fight over the football on offense. They do some great things on that part of it. We run the football too. We're changing a few things here and there in what we're doing in the program. We'll get into that later, but you know, you'll see it on film, I guess. But we just got good players. We got good coaches, and these guys, their leadership is through the roof. You know, we look for guys that are high on the academic side and can play football. And you know, if you try to identify 2 other guys on our team, we have some great ones, but these 2 kind of modify exactly what we're looking for in that team building part of it, being great teammates and again, doing the right things. You know, these guys academically are so solid, and you know, we jumped up in GPA this last semester a ton as a team, and that's something we're going to continue to do as well.
Oh, I know that's something the commish loves as well. Jay over there in the corner loves when the GPAs are up. We know things will get intense, as they said, over the next few weeks. So thank you for having some fun with us here today.
Well, thanks for
Coach
having us.
Gersh, Angelo State, let's give it up for these guys.